in the day had brothers, and their brother would transition over, frequently the brother would take into his fold the wife of his brother, so that the children would have a male role model to follow and look up to. It does not always mean that he was having sex with his brother's wife. In some instances that was the case, and many times it was not the case. And also they want you to know that when it comes to, I touched on it yesterday, how you sisters do not own your man's vessel and your man does not own yours. What people have to understand is the individual that is inside the skin is the only individual that knows what that individual needs and requires on this journey of evolution to become a whole and completely fulfilled being. Oftentimes, you have a guy that has a sister that's his consort, or vice versa, and this guy, he loves his sister, for lack of better words, but she's not the best cook in town. So here's a sister over here, he likes to go over here to eat. Because man, this sister, she gets down in the kitchen, and that's where the food is. But when he tries to talk to either one of them, they're almost airheaded and there's no conversation. So then you have a brother that needs to go find another sister that they can sit up all night just talking, just shooting it back and forth. It does not mean the brother is having sex with all of these individuals, but each individual is multifaceted and has several components to them that needs to be nourished in order for them to continue to grow and thrive. If your man has more stimulating conversation with us, she may not be sexually appealing to him at all, but mentally she is off the chain in his mind. Then there are sisters that, man, they can bang out sex all night and day, but when they get out of bed, there is nothing to talk about with this sister because there's just nothing there. Do you understand? So, just because a brother has a sister over here he likes to eat with, and vice versa for sisters, and a sister over here that he has sex with, and a sister over here, because you might have a sister that she can do lots of things, but you might want to go out dancing. Your woman don't go out and dance. It's like, well, can I go out with my friend so-and-so? I want to go out and dance. Because she likes to dance. And when we get through dancing, I come home. Too many sisters say things like this. I'm your woman. If you need to talk to somebody, you talk to me. He can't talk to you. You don't have enough there to talk about or discuss with. Do you understand? Now, they're not attempting to insult. They're just saying each individual has to fill themselves up with what they need, and they have to get what they need from wherever, and that no individual on this planet is going to be with you forever. Your mom, your dad, your children, your wife, your husband, you can pick every individual in your life. Not one of them has been or will be with you forever. The only individual that will be with you forever is who? Yourself. You're the only individual that knows what you yourself requires. You're the only individual that knows what you yourself is needing. Your parents and their judgments about what you do is not what you should focus on. You must focus on completing your journey and evolving as highly spiritually as you can on this journey to make yourself as complete as possible so you don't have to come back. You understand? Is your hand up, sweetheart? Come on with it, brother.
We're presently going through these vices. This book right here is called Astrology of Cosmic Science.
Astrology of Cosmic Science?
A Cosmic Science.
Oh, Astrology A Cosmic Science. By who?
By Isabel M.
By Isabel M. Hickey. How are you spelling Hickey?
H-I-K-E-Y.
H-I-K-E-Y is the last name of the author. Come on.
We have entered the age of the Aquarius. Right. The Aquarian age is governed by Saturn, which is Satan, and Uranus, which is heaven. To show you Saturn's influence, whatever you like, he gives you in plenty of. If you like drugs, all the drugs you can get. Smoking, drinking, sex, whatever it is, I have to throw this out there for you, because you cannot come and enter my heaven. I have to clean can rid you of all your filth. So you won't enter when Uranus comes in and governs the Aquarian age, which is heaven. To show you that I am on point. Motor Trend's card of the year is what?
Saturn.
All day long. They feed you all these back to you on a regular basis.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You are the cosmic science, but you won't connect back up to what's going on.
A lot of the reason why people are not connecting back up is because of psychopompous, Christianity, guilt trips, other people's judgments and opinions, and you are not allowed to be you.
Right.
And you're not allowed to live because everybody tells you what's right for you, best for you, what you should do. The television dictates, oh yeah, our brothers are this, and they do drugs, they do, and you become what you're told you should be instead of getting a silent space and figuring out for yourself who you are and determining for yourself what you should be. Somebody might say, you know, girl, your skirt's too short. Your clothes are too tight. Nobody can tell you what's too short or too tight for you. Back in the day, a lot, depending on where in the world we were, because we had many cultures across the planet. Some areas, sisters ran around totally topless. Some areas, they ran around totally nude. And then you had the areas where a lot of people wore what they call the, for lack of better words, the Arabic harem type attire, with the see-through type pants and the midriffs and the V things here. But that was because brothers, when we were ruling the world, had so much respect and honor for the sister and the form of a sister. It was an art, and it was like, wow, it's just great to look at. It was just art. But when the pink men started being incorporated into the communities, they didn't have the same respect because of the behavior. They were hard to teach. So they were pawing and grabbing and raping and things like that, and that caused the brothers to have to cover their women up to protect them from this creature. Not because they wanted her all covered up, but they had to cover her up for her protection. Now, in these Arabic countries, they've taken it like way too far. They're on some other thing now. But that was not the reason that they got all covered up. Do you understand? Okay. Let's see. Oh, they told me to tell you. Yes, sweetie, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to comment on what you was speaking on how the Arabs view women and covering. Okay, the book is called Reincarnation of the Zodiac.
Reincarnation of the Zodiac? That's a book title.
And what it does is explain. No. The one on it's called The Sauce of Salvation. Sorry.
The Sauce of Salvation?
S-A-L-T.
Oh, the S-A-L-T of Salvation. That's another book title.
George Washington Carey.
By George Washington Carey.
In Dixon, Illinois, in 1930. What he does, he explains to you each sign of the zodiac, the 12 signs, and the mineral that applies to the sign and where it applies in your body. Okay. Now you were speaking of why they cover the women. To them, the woman represents lust. And if I can see any body part on her, then it's going to make me lust after her, which is going to cause me to what? To lose my seed. If I lose my seed, I lose my life, and I lose my mind. Because a man's seed is equivalent to 3 pints of his blood, 1/10 of his brain cells.
But that is under the current dominion. Back in the day, brothers had so much control of themselves, their bodies, their minds, their spirit, and thought. They didn't just shoot off because some woman walked by them nude. It wasn't that kind of party. But the people are on a lower frequency now, but the frequencies are in the process of elevating, and you must evolve with them in order for you to get back to yourself. Because right now, you're out of place. Even though you're in your place. This is your place, but we're out of place in our, what do you call, you're lost at home, for lack of better words. All right. I already gave you guys what they said about disconnecting from the tube. Now, one of the things they suggest that you can also do when you figure out during that quiet week what you want to do with yourself, that you should create your own audio cassettes of programming and program your own mind with your own thoughts. And let those play in the background while you think or read or meditate and sleep. And the tape can be whatever it is that you want to be. You write it down, make sure the words are not the wrong words, and I don't mean decode every word in the dictionary. I mean, you don't want to say things like, well, I don't have enough money, so I need more money. What's wrong with that sentence? The don't have part. You can focus on things like, I need more financial strength. I require more wealth than this. Or something along those lines. And you create the tape. You can use birds chirping in the background, rivers flowing, brooks babbling over the water.